Children, today I'm going to read a story to you. It's called Androcles and the Lion. It's a very old story. It was written by Plato, or in fact, told by Plato to his guru Socrates, and all these dialogues became a part of a book called Phaedrus, right? So it's a retelling from there. And who were Plato and Socrates? They were Greek philosophers who lived in Greece, right? And it's a far off country from India, right? So let's read the story, and the name title of the story is Androcles and the Lion. Many thousands of years ago, there lived a poor slave called Androcles. Yeah, old times they used to have slaves, people who would work for their masters but would not be paid anything, and they would not be free, they would not be allowed to meet their families, etc. Life was very miserable for slaves. They barely had enough to eat, and if they didn't work hard, they were sent to Rome to be thrown to the lions. Imagine. One day, Androcles got a chance to escape. He didn't hesitate. He ran and ran and ran and ran some more until he was utterly exhausted. He fled into a forest to hide until he regained his strength. He was just settling down to try to sleep when a great lion hobbled out from behind a tree. At first, Androcles were absolutely petrified. He was just thinking how very unfair life was, that he should manage to escape only to be eaten by a lion. He then realized that the lion was groaning and moaning as it put out its paw, which was swollen and bleeding. Androcles found that a huge thorn was stuck in its paw, which was causing the lion considerable pain. He pulled the thorn out and cleaned the wound before wrapping it in leaves to keep it dry. The great lion licked Androcles with his very rough tongue and then lay down beside him and went to sleep. He kept Androcles warm all night. In the morning, the lion slipped away very early and Androcles continued on his way. Years passed. One day, Androcles' luck ran out and he was captured by his master's men and was sent into the arena to fight. In the arena, the trapdoor was open and a huge lion came bounding towards Androcles. Androcles closed his eyes, waiting for death. But then he felt a rough tongue licking his face. It was his lion. The crowds cheered with delight at this unexpected turn of events. Androcles then related the incident that had taken place years ago to the emperor. Listening to the story, the emperor decided to free Androcles and said that the lion could go with him. Androcles kept the lion's coat well brushed and his paws free of thorns, while the lion kept Androcles warm at night, and so they both lived to a ripe old age together. So what's the moral of the story? Can you write the moral of the story in 2-3 lines? Thank you very much.